Hello viewers and welcome to Africa in the Beyond Television Network, and we are taking a look on what is happening in South Africa. Economic freedom fighters leader has distanced himself from circulating news about a new possible cabinet which involves ANC, DA, Good, IFP, FF Plus, as well as EFF members. And this list, it involves Julius Malema as a member of cabinet. And he's saying that they are not going to join that crazy thing. And this is very important. From the EFF, they say the EFF's statement on the ANC announcement of initiation of its marriage to white supremacist political parties. The EFF reiterates categorically that we will not participate in any government that includes white supremacist political parties. The DA has already, true to its DNA, demonstrated its white supremacy earlier in the week when its leader Helen Zille told the ANC on national news it cannot do as it pleases without the BAS approval. So this is something very important to note, and you need to take a look onto this statement. It's a very long statement, but yes, very, very, very important, and we need to take a look and understand what is really happening there. So it seems as if the political landscape is tilting and is shifting, and all is not well with those involved in politics. It's no longer time for petty politics. It's game on. So taking a look onto this statement, they say that the economic freedom fighters notes the announcement by the African National Congress of the officiation of its marriage to white supremacist political parties. Both the Democratic Alliance and DA and the Freedom Plus Front FF scrambled to form a coalition with the ANC to legitimize their racist ideologies and take the lead in government has been secured. The EFF reiterates categorically that we will not participate in any government that includes the white supremacist political parties. The DA has already, true to its DNA, demonstrated its white supremacy earlier in the week when its leader, Helen Zille, told the ANC on national news that it cannot do as it pleases without the BAS approval. This happened even before the ink dried on the statement of intent. As the Commander-in-Chief, CIC of the EFF, President Julius Malema, announced, we will proudly return to the opposition benches with renewed determination and increased vigilance on executive accountability. South Africa will witness an opposition like never before, dedicated, relentless, and committed to justice and radical economic transformation. We will continue to serve South Africa from the opposition with a vigor and dedication that will set a new standard in parliamentary oversight. The EFF is ready to be the opposition party that is clearly needed to fiercely fight against the white supremacist executive and policymakers. This is it. This is the development, and this is what Team Malema is actually doing at this point in time. They are taking no prisoners, and they are making sure that they deal with this matter once and for all. And remember that a lot has been happening within the South African politics. And Ramaphosa and his team, they wanted validation from these smaller parties. And by EFF disengaging from this whole process, then it casts a shadow to the whole government. Remember, the MK is not coming on board as well to be part of this government of national humiliation. And, these are going to be the people in the opposition. And it's Judge Hlophe versus Julius Malema in the opposition benches uniting to put more pressure on the ANC, DA, and others. They will be the ruling party. So it's going to be a very, very interesting moment in South Africa. And we will see what is going to happen. We'll see how they are going to survive and everything. But it is going to be a very, very, very long night for the DA and the ANC. Personally, in my own view, I believe that these people, they need to be held accountable. And by having the EFF on the opposition benches, it's a plus for South Africa because they will keep these guys on their toes. They will keep these guys to account to each and everything, and that is going to help the country South Africa and the people of South Africa. And for those who believe that DA does have the qualities to deliver, you have also to believe that they also need a critical opposition, which is going to make things happen so that these people do not make policies sleeping and relaxed. So I believe that this is a right position taken by the EFF. We can't have a government which is an outright GNU. We have seen it in Zimbabwe that this doesn't work. The opposition is tend to be swallowed, especially those vulnerable oppositions without power. So you see, that was going to be very problematic. So we hope and believe that things will move in South Africa, with South Africa, the DA and others taking a lead, as well as the EFF taking the opposition benches together with the MK holding the government to account. That is what we need. That is what we call democracy. And that is what we believe that is going to bring something. We need somebody who say if they go to the left, somebody keeps them in check. If you go to the far right, somebody keeps them in check. And that is what is going to be happening. And remember, the ANC itself has been a parasite for a very long time. If we are to have the MK and the EFF on the opposition trenches and benches, without the ANC and the DA and others, you see, what is going to happen is there is a great possibility that these parties will grow. Their bases will have more members, and they will become more independent. And we can have the people of South Africa choosing to vote for the opposition more than they've been doing for the ANC. So there is just need to have a complete overhaul, a complete change. The ANC has failed, and it's high time new ideas come on board. And we believe that this is going to be the vehicle necessary for that change to happen in the nation South Africa. So great moments for the people of South Africa. Personally, I believe that this is going to work for the good of the people of South Africa, and not only the people of South Africa, this is going to be extended to the good of the SADC region, because remember that DA, the element of DA is quite necessary to resolve the issues around Zimbabwe. But as I always say, it depends on who is going to hold that office of the foreign affairs. That is very, very, very critical. If DA manages to get the foreign affairs ministry, then it is going to resolve some issues. There is a conflict which is being brought by these people in around Israel. That conflict must end. We do not need that conflict to continue within the SADC region. We can't continue to fight other people's battles while we have our own being overlooked. We need to make sure that these leaders, they focus on more important issues, not more fights, unnecessary fights. It is what it is. We'll continue to take a look and see what